Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Nameless, the one thing you must recall, and we are a significant portion along the way on Lance's route. I keep thinking we're coming to the ending soon, but we keep going, which I don't mind. I'm enjoying this game. So we finally disclosed to Shimby and Soy that we collect ball joint dolls, and they were perfectly okay with it, just as I thought they would be. They're not prejudiced against us as a doll collector. At least we aren't in love with a skeleton, like Mr. Eugene. And I caught up on the diary entry, so hopefully I'll remember to read the diary entries at the end of this episode. I wish I could tell somebody to remind me, but I can't, because you'll be hearing this later on in the future. Alright, well, let's unwind after our stressful day of admitting our doll collecting habits. You can just sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Phew! I laid down my bag. It was already getting pretty late. I was tired from being so nervous earlier, but I felt lighter than a feather. It was the first time I told someone I like to collect dolls. I thought they'd think I'm weird, so I didn't expect anything. That's why I always told myself that it would be fine as long as I don't tell. But at some point, I started to want to tell others. I wanted to be accepted. At least, I wanted the people I love to accept my hobby. I wanted to be honest and show the people I like everything about me. And I wanted to proudly tell them about what I like. I was scared, thinking they'd naturally hate it, but I'm glad they understood. I felt thankful to Soy and Shimby again. Knock knock. I was still in the middle of my thoughts when I heard a knock and the door opened. It was Lance as usual. Is he the only one that comes to the room? You're in my room often. Is that a problem? Lance approached me. Why? Why didn't you text me back? Huh? Oh, right. I was so nervous all day, I hadn't checked my phone. Well, let's take a look at it now. Well, he said, "Where are you?" at 4:14. I guess we were at the Kroby Doll store. Ah! It skipped. I hate it when it skips. Sorry, I was busy. I went somewhere today. I was going to ask anyways. Where were you until this late? You weren't with another boy, were you? Why would you think that? Like going to see Red's play rehearsal or something. He seemed to be preparing for another silly play. Oh no! I was with Soy and Shimby and... Lance marched closer to me. Where were you, owner? Not even checking your text or taking my calls, huh? I don't know, he's starting to get kind of yandere-ish. Like Jisoo and Dandelion. I went to Kroby Doll's showroom. The showroom? Why do we have to tell him that? Why couldn't we just say we were with the girls? Just say we were having girl time. Yeah, I wanted to tell Soy and Shimby everything today. I see. Did you tell them? Yeah. How was it? Lance carefully asked. It was just as you said. They were really understanding of it. They didn't even say it was weird, so I was really happy. I feel good now. I smiled toward Lance. You really helped me by telling me it would be okay. Thanks. I was feeling all mushy, expressing my gratitude, but Lance didn't look so pleased. He was actually pouting a bit. It's good that you told him your secret. He wanted me to be upset so he could comfort me, didn't he? I see. Lance thinks about something. What? You said you went to the showroom, so you must have seen the other dolls. Lance's eyes sweep across my desk, and his gaze stopped at the Kroby Doll new release catalog. I forgot I even left it there. He's scary. Lance laid his hands on the catalog. You even left this at your desk. This won't do. If you're interested in another doll other than me, I'll have to check it right now. Check out the competition, huh? Huh? But first, I have something to say. First of all, since you ignored my calls and enjoyed your little date with your friends, in return... We have to study? Wait! What date? Lance ignored me and continued. You have to go on a date with me. And, once more, My face was already red when he mentioned the word date. I almost felt dizzy at all the heat suddenly rushing into my face. I felt like I knew what he was going to say. Lance took my hands, and he clasped his hands onto mine. All our fingers were intertwined together. Thump, thump, thump. I felt our hearts beating through our tightly clasped hands, and I heard his voice. Eri, I like you. At the sudden confession, I looked at Lance surprised. His blue eyes burned like flames. I like you, Eri. I felt embarrassed and awkward. I kept looking around, unable to lock my eyes anywhere. No, why do I keep skipping? I could feel my face getting hotter and my heartbeat beating louder. And next, now. Kiss, kiss? Wait, let me go. He suddenly grabbed my waist and held me up. I screamed in surprise as my vision turned upside down. What are you doing? Lance held me up and laid me on the bed. What? I'll tell you after I'm finished with the naughty things, owner. What are you? Lance. Marking. Marking? You mean kiss? No, it's something different. So what is that? A mark that labels you mine. You'll see what it is. If it's difficult, just call my name. Say, Lance, Lance. That doesn't mean he'll stop, does it? I want to hear you shout my name all night, Eri. Wait! And our lips locked together. You finally retrieved a piece. Congratulations. The name of the piece is The Ability to Love Yourself. Did the doll named Lance not love himself? I think so. I don't understand. I love myself too much. Of course, your excessive love for yourself has made you greedy. But are you okay? I thought you fed off on memories. That's no longer fun. Well, it's none of my business. Anyways, I finally have one. Alright, let's move on to the next one. Oh, that was rather sinister and confusing. Christmas with Lance. Free! Finally, the long semester ended and vacation was here. Oh, finally winter! What do I have to do around here to become famous for spending the best vacation? Huh? You can become famous for spending the best vacation? I don't understand what in the world that meant. I'm sure that sentence was wrong. Do you have to become famous? Of course! I'm going to be the best party girl! Just don't do anything that makes it on the news. Huh. You must have a busy schedule during the summer, with dating and all that. Well, yeah, I guess. We're planning to go on a date this Christmas with the ticket Shinbi gave me. Oh, you're killing me here. Soy always supports us, but at the same time screams with jealousy. I furtively took out my phone to text Lance. Soy saw it and stopped me. Oi, that won't be necessary. The man's coming. I looked up and found Lance really coming this way. I smiled at seeing him. Here comes Prince Charming. We'll have to leave then. Have a good vacation. I'll call you. Yeah, live happily ever after. Shinbi and Soy waved and disappeared. And Lance came toward me. Shall we? I'm now used to going home with Lance. Walking together, eating together, talking together, all these things feel so natural now. Yeah. Lance smiled at seeing me too. Today, I again felt our heartbeats mingling together through our clasped hands. And it filled up my heart. I'm happy. I yawned while squinting. The first thing I think of after waking up is Lance. I turned around and looked at the bed. Huh? He's awake already? He went to bed earlier than me, so he must have woken up first. Huh, he should have woken me up. Has he been sleeping in my room now? I looked around my room. I see Lance's things here and there. Why didn't they tell us this? Why wasn't this a scene? It should have been a scene. It's almost like we moved in together. And that's a big step in your relationship. My room is no longer messy since Lance moved in. And on the shelf still sat my treasures. Hey guys! I beamed toward my unchanged dolls. Grandpa. After looking at the dolls, I turned toward Grandpa's picture. I'm not lonely anymore. But I still miss you. A lot. Even today. I say it out loud and leave the room. You're awake? I smell sweet syrup. Tay must be making pancakes. You have to eat breakfast, even if you have a date. I walk toward the kitchen, listening to the soft voice. I see Yeon-ho, Yuri, and Red. Oh, okay. Where's Lance? He's washing. Master, you're going on a date today, right? I can't follow. A kid shouldn't butt in on adults' business. Let them do that in private in the Ferris wheel. That? You don't know what that is? Huh. It's been 2 weeks since they started sharing the room, and they still haven't done it. I don't know what that is, but I love that he moved out. No one nagging me to throw away my wrappers. Oh, I could personally tell you everything that you have to do to have a fantastic and sensual time at the amusement park. We don't have enough syrup for you, Yuri. Sorry. Yuri frowned as Tay put pancakes on his plate. What? I can't eat pancakes without syrup. I thought it'd be fair for Yeon-ho to have the syrup, since he's still growing. If Yuri grows more, we'll be in big trouble. I hope you stop growing physically and mentally. I don't understand what the commander is saying. Anyways, so the heroine's going on a date, huh? Villains often go to amusement parks, so call me if something happens. Oh, okay. Thanks, Red. At that moment, Lance came out of the bathroom. Good morning, Lance. You should have woken me up. You look too peaceful. Get ready soon. We're leaving in 30 minutes. What? 30 minutes? A girl needs more time to get ready. You're pretty just as you are. Aww. They're all like, this is the lovey-dovey stuff. Get out of here. Lance quietly threw a bomb and went into my room. As soon as the door closed, Red talked. Commander, I have something on my arms. I'm jealous. Couples. I should text the class president. 30 minutes? Ugh, I should eat first. You're fine without washing your hands? I'm fine. I hurriedly speared the pancake with my fork and shoved it into my mouth. This is how I changed. I no longer skip breakfast. Tay always cooks for us, and Yuri always entertains me with his humor. Red always gets worked up cutely, and Yeon-ho carefully tells me what he thinks. They all care about me. The 5 dolls that had become human. Will this dream end one day? I'm scared. Wait, I'll go get something warm. Okay. Sit here. Don't go anywhere, all right? Yeah, okay. Stop nagging me. You're like an old man. I gave you less time on purpose, so you won't have time to get ready. But you look pretty. It's your fault. What? My face turns bright red at what he said. I'm nervous to leave you here. Call me if anything happens. Yuri would have spat on his pancake if he'd heard that. Oh, snow. The snow didn't pile up, but it was gently falling to the ground. White Christmas. It's romantic. Oh, cool, it's snowing now. Oh, is it going to be like the rain and fall in front of the text? It is! That's really cool! I'm glad my first Christmas with Lance is a white Christmas. Come to think of it, all the memories I made with Lance this year are our first memories. I close my eyes and recall all of them. The little memories float up like bubbles. There are so many Lances in there. The Lance that took the lemon tea I bought, and the Lance that became the discipline guide after I suggested it. If I think about it, Lance is always looking at the world I showed to him. It was as if they were mirrors reflecting everything so I could see into them again. When is he coming? I was rubbing my hands and looking toward the direction he went off to when I finally saw him coming with 2 cans of coffee in his hands. I was beginning to get worried there. I smiled at him. Here. Thanks. He gave me the coffee and sat next to me. You're all covered in snow. Suits your ice prince name. I like how the sky is white. It's so pretty how it's snowing. I try to make a snowflake land on my hand. As soon as it touches my bare hand, it melts. Lance is looking at it too. You know how, when people are so happy, they get nervous? Lance stared at me. They feel nervous because they're afraid their happiness won't last. I'm so happy that you're sitting next to me and that it's snowing. So I'm nervous. I'm happy that the dolls are by me. And I'm happy Lance is here with me. But I still don't know why they've suddenly become humans. So sometimes when I'm too happy, I feel nervous again. Everything goes back to square one. I end up asking the same question I asked when it first happened. Why did you guys become humans? I don't know the reason. Lance looked up at the white sky. Cold snowflakes fell down on his face. But if I turn back into a doll, I hope you find someone who makes you happy. His words hurt me. Don't say that. This is a miracle, the fact that a doll came to life. I know that something impossible has happened, that something magical has really happened. And that miracle filled the empty spots in my heart. It changed me. I'm no longer scared to stare at the empty ceiling every morning. That is a huge change. Should we go and get on the rides? Yeah. Which first? The merry-go-round. That was my favorite ride. The merry-go-round. All right. Lance stood up from the bench. I was about to get up too when he lowered himself and grabbed my shoulder. Oh, come to think of it, I didn't tell you last time. Huh? Close your eyes. I silently closed my eyes at what he said. The world was peaceful and quiet. I could only hear Lance and me quietly breathing. I'll be by your side, my princess. Forever and ever? And his warm lips touched mine. The most precious person to me, the person I want to give my life to, was decided from the moment you took me to your home. I loved you from that moment. I love you, and I will love only you forever. That is my fate. I love you. I love you, Ari. Alright, they just had a ending theme for Lance, which I'm going to put in a separate video because it's always copyrighted music. I'll put it in its own thing. Usually they let you leave the videos up, but sometimes they don't allow it to be viewed in certain countries. Just like I uploaded the opening for Binary Star, and you're allowed to upload it, but they claim it, so they make money off of it, and it can't be viewed in the US. So I can't leave the themes in the videos, or it's possible that my whole video will not be viewable by anybody in the US or any other particular country. So that's why I have to put openings and endings in their own videos. Alright, so here's a post-ending theme. Please, Lance, don't turn back into a doll. I can't believe a merry-go-round is making me dizzy. Ugh, really? Who's laughing? I told her to stay here. Where is she? I hope Ari didn't turn into a doll. Where are you? Lance's Diary 1 has been discovered. No! Don't tell me that's the end. Wait. Okay, before we go any farther, let me read the diary just in case there is an ending. Okay, November 26th. Lance is definitely a man. In some ways, he knows more than I do. Of course, he must know much more than I do in many ways. Ugh, I don't even know what I'm saying. Anyways, I told Soy and Shinbi everything, and surprisingly, they took me for who I am. For the first time, I feel confident about myself. I like dolls, and I have no shame about that. Oh, so when she says she told them everything, she meant about the dolls, not about what she did with Lance. I thought she told them everything she did with Lance. I'm like, whoa, that's bold. November 30th. Lance refused to share a room with Red. I thought they were fighting like usual, but he's actually packing his things right now. I was about to force them to make up somehow when Lance brought his things to my room. Huh? What in the world? December 3rd. Exams are finally over. Thanks to Lance's notes again, I actually got better grades. Not just his notes. I can't leave out his private tutor lessons. I don't think I've ever done this well in exams before in my life. Oh, Lance knows much more than what's required for the exams. I'm too embarrassed to write the details. Anyways, I guess that's also a part of the private tutoring? I think his methods are kind of unconventional. December 17th. It's vacation time soon. I think I'll miss Soy and Shinbi. I'll become a sophomore after the break. Who will I be in class with? I told Lance that a lot of people are recommending him as the next school president. When I encouraged him to try and run for it, he seemed to be a bit annoyed and frowned. But he still does everything that's asked of him. Oh, right. Today it snowed for the first time this year. Shouldn't they stop telling him to do things he doesn't like, Ari? Because he always has to do it, apparently. Alright, please, let this be a happy ending. No, the end! No! No, did Ari disappear? I don't like that. Why? Oh, let's look around. Lance. Alright, we have all of Lance's images. Was that was supposed to be the good ending, but that was horrible. Okay, we have 2 memories. Okay, that's because we have the bad endings to get. Lance has 2 bad endings, I think. So we don't have all his memories because of that. We have bonuses for Lance and Shinbi. Why do we have bonuses for Shinbi? Was it just voices?
안녕하세요. 신비 역의 성우 김율 인사드립니다. 여러분 게임 재밌게 하셨죠?
I wish I knew what she was saying.
네, 여러분 즐겁게 잘 들으셨나요?
Why couldn't they give us subtitles for the bonuses? Oh well, unless somebody translates this, it's kind of useless. Unless, I mean, if you want me to let them play out in a different video later on, maybe I'll do it as a bonus stuff at the end. That's fine, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm not going to bother. Unless, like I said, if somebody wants to translate them. Aha, here's the special. So we have these diaries. Oh, we have different pages. Because I remember we had Yan-Ho's before. Okay, so I think I'll do the diaries at the ends of their routes. What do you guys think? Ah, oh my god, how many pages are in his diary? Today I ended safely as well. I cannot understand why the student government is so poorly run. The president and vice president are both addicted to this marble shooting game. The vice president won 3 times in a row, so the president got pissed and flipped over the table. The class president for my class saw that, but just clicked her tongue while staring at herself in the mirror. To me, everyone is pathetic. How could the student government represent the student body? My head hurts. The most significant event occurred in the afternoon. The drama club sent us the script for the play they will put on at the festival. The last scene was so obscene that I proposed to have it deleted, but the class president for my class said absurd things like, "This is nothing obscene. The student government should be called the grandma government if we were going to censor such mild physical contact, and the student government should not discourage romantic hopes of young people." The president covered her ears at the quacking, and then just waved her hand saying, "Let's let it pass." So the issue was immediately dropped. God, even I am not sure that the student government exists to put order into the student body. I heard strange rumors that I might become the next school president. Just imagining the possibility gives me a headache. Well, that's it for page 1 of Lance's diary. Alright, well, in the next video, we will go after Lance's bad endings. I don't know how much time that'll take up, but we'll see. Oh, I guess we might have to wait until we do everybody's routes until we find out what exactly is going on at the end. It seemed like Eri turned into a doll. It was really... I don't know, that was kind of traumatic to me, actually. Like, what the hell happened? I'm very unhappy with that. It should have just ended at the song. Why did they have to do an epilogue? Well, I hope, no, I really hope everybody doesn't do that, but they just might. Well, anyway, I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.